Hey yo everybody, Haku here with this week's review of the newest Tower of God chapters. That'd be Tower of God chapter 305 or season 2 episode 225. I thought this one was a really beautiful chapter. And the Name Hunt Station is still really pumping out, SIU's pumping out chapters for this arc that are still some of the best that we've had for Tower of God as a whole. So we pick back up with where we left off, of course, just going through the chapter part by part, with Karaka threatening Baam's teammates. So of course Baam freaks out, and Evan and Yuri are shocked as well that Karaka would risk his own life to just tank an attack in order to see Baam's teammates. Baam is going to go save them because he can't let somebody die because of him. And Kun is trying to hold him back and prevent him from going to them, but Ryun says that it's okay. Ryun says it's okay, it's the path he must take, and Baam is confident that if it's somebody from FUG, they wouldn't kill a Slayer candidate. At least that's Baam's confidence still. So Baam confronts Karaka, and he's confident, he's without fear. And Karaka's introduction for me was both funny and really badass. I love the panel where Karaka's missing the arm, covered in blood. Just, my name is Karaka, I'm a Slayer from FUG. And I also liked before that when he was like, oh yeah, I've just heard so much about you that I forgot that we hadn't met before. So I loved that. Karaka just has a really cool and interesting villain personality, and I've really liked Karaka so far these past few chapters. But Karaka is planning to keep Baam off of the train because Baam is in the way of another great Slayer being revived. So Baam then tells Karaka that Jinsung told him that Karaka was using FUG for his own revenge, which kind of plays into what I've been saying all along, where I think that FUG is actually good, or at least they have good intentions, but they're bad members. Like FUG as a whole, when we see them, people are always... It seems like the tower inhabitants that aren't from the 10 families seem to very much like them and respect them, and very much are unhappy with Zahard's rule. So FUG, I'm thinking, is good. We just have people like Karaka using it for their own gains, and are using it and taking the message a bit too far. Also, we see that Elaine is in Jinsung's ship with him. Still a shame that Elaine is not going to be with us in the main story. I love when Baam is like really pretty much just telling Karaka off with no fear, when he's like, you should, I really don't like that you're messing with my friends or whatever, and Karaka's just like, so? I loved that line from Karaka. But Yuri's prepping an attack, and then Yiwa tells Andrasi to go get Baam and take him to the train, and while they will distract Karaka. So I love Danwa's speech there, where he's like, it's what we promised from the very beginning, we'll try to survive. I really liked that. I liked as well Andrasi telling Baam to distract Karaka was really funny, where she's like, distract the big idiot, waving her arms, just dance or do something. So Baam tells Karaka that he's seen his ring before, and Karaka flips his shit. And then Yua, while he's distracted by flipping his shit, cuts off her part of the path, the part that her, Rock, and Danwa are standing on, and Andrasi grabs Baam. So Yua, Danwa, and Rock are apparently caught in the explosion of their attacks, but I don't believe for a second that they're dead, not even a tiny bit. We have a cool attack from Yuri, but I don't really feel like it fits the rest of Yuri's attacks. It doesn't really fit Yuri very well. Then Andrasi drags the crying, screaming, and broken Baam onto the train, and it's a really cool journey this chapter, from Baam being so confident up against Karaka to being pretty broken at the end of the chapter. Evan then just figures that Baam's teammates are dead. At least, like, he's like, if they were caught in the explosion, they died. So he did a pretty crappy job at protecting them, I guess. Then Karaka regenerates back on the train, and he's back fully healed. He has his left arm back, and it's a move called Infinite Past Lives. So apparently he can just rebirth himself from wherever he was in the past. So Then we find out, of course, at the very end that Wangnan is his brother and Wangnan is fighting Kasano and Traveler. So maybe next chapter we will get into what Wangnan's team is doing, because I'm interested in actually seeing that, because I have no idea how they're going to capture Kasano, so I'm really interested to see what SIU does with that. In the blog, SIU hints that Rak, Yiwa, and Danwa are alive, which is kind of obvious. I mean, I don't think they would... I don't think SIU would kill them off, especially he's hinting them like this. Apparently, also, Karaka can be reborn from a certain period, SIU says, and that will be dealt with in a future fight, so I'm really, really excited to see what we do there with the future fight. So overall, it was a great chapter. I thought the art was really amazing. I liked the way Yuri's attack looked, but like I said, it didn't really fit the rest of Yuri's attacks or Yuri as a character. It was kind of out of left field. I love Baam's journey as well, like I said, from being confident at the beginning, telling Karaka off, standing up to him, be like he won't do anything, to a Slayer candidate, to being broken at the end, like I bit off more than I could chew, I lost 3 of my teammates, 1 of my best friends, so Baam's pretty messed up, but like I said, I don't believe for a second Yiwa, Danwa, and Rak are dead. So there was good character work done here. I like Karaka a lot as a villain, and Baam's team got even smaller. Like, we saw that we saw Dan and Novik, and that they're not with them. It's like we left them behind. We left Ship's team behind, except for Andrasi. We just left behind Elaine and Yiwa, Danwa, and Rak. So we've got 8 people with us now, including if you include Beta. So our team has actually shrunk from this arc. But I think that kind of helps in a way, because we get to focus on a smaller group of characters. I don't know, I just feel like we have so many good characters that aren't being utilized to their potential, though. But that's my thoughts on this one. And for a score, at first I wanted to give it a perfect score, but I don't know. I kind of went back on that. I'm kind of like, yeah, it was very, very good, but there were some that were distinctly better. So I'm only going to give it 9.5 infinite rebirths out of 10. So this was a super, super short review, and I'm sorry I ran through it so quickly. I have like an entire page of notes. I just read through what I wanted to talk about really quickly. It's just I'm still not feeling very well, super stressed out for school. I have a lot going on outside of YouTube, so I really just, I don't know, it's not like I really wanted to get through it. I was expecting this to be nearly a 20-minute video with that amount of notes, but SIU said it himself that this week he felt like it wasn't very content heavy because it was mostly action shots. So, I don't know. I don't know how I got through it in 7 minutes. I have no idea how I got through everything I wanted to talk about. But I made it through. So anyway, maybe if I spoke quickly, every video could be this short. But anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy this video, albeit short. So like if you did like the video, comment down there, tell me what you thought of everything in this chapter, what you thought of my thoughts on it, all of that. Talk Q&A will be up tomorrow, hopefully, as usual. Subscribe for more Tower of God and a bunch more on the channel. Check it out and sub if you want. Follow on Twitter if you want as well, and try to keep you updated there and stuff for the channel. And that's it. So thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.